So initially we've heard this Mark Andreessen speaking about it in the Silicon Valley, about blockchain becoming a foundation for the new architecture for the web. And as a technologist, I could not pass on that opportunity to investigate that. So I dove really deep into that, emerged 3 months after with the realization this is it. I got to go there. And that was the first part of the vision, and understanding where we should go. And then later on, I talked to my friend in wealth management. And about 30 to 50% of the customers cannot be onboarded because of the KYC hurdles, know your customer hurdles. And this is where the idea for this startup was born. And this is what we're doing, KYC on blockchain. So we created a prototype, and we needed to actually see the banks and see who is going to implement this for real. And that was a hurdle. We started talking to many different banks, but getting a project within the bank is really hard for the startup. So this is where we found Startup Bootcamp. This is how we went through the very difficult selection days, got in, were selected, and now we have 2 sets of pilots with 2 major banks. So we have a beautiful problem that startup always wants to have, is to have more demand than the capacity to service that demand. I just had a conversation with one of the major banks, global banks, and they are challenging me on the ability to execute. They're saying you need to have at least 10 people for us to start talking to you. So growing a team is my major challenge right now. I guess we had a kind of unfair advantage, because when this decentralized world came marching with the blockchain, we had 10 years of experience of creating a decentralized business network and running it across 20 countries. So what we're doing now is just porting our existing knowledge, our techniques, our ideas from that previous startup that we ran for 10 years into this new one. It is definitely the case. Governments and banks are slower than startups in adopting new technology. But it's interesting that we recently got a call from one of the Asian governments, cannot speak yet which one, to help them create an environment that would be standardized across different banks and will enable them to do electronic audit of the KYC procedures in those banks. So demand is coming from the regulator, which is very interesting. Never been to this event before, so I don't know yet what to expect. What I would like to do is to find interested customers, customers that are really passionate about the change. We believe that the change of a great magnitude is coming. The offline industry is coming online, and the last time it happened, it created a $100 billion market. It was Uber, and the compliance industry is a tiny bit bigger than the taxis. So this industry is coming online, and there's a lot of change that will happen on the market. We'd like to find passionate people who want to start that change with us.